Most people don't consciously give up on their lives. They slowly stop believing that their actions matter. This training is about learned helplessness, how it forms, and how it looks like realism or pessimism, and how building structure is the only reliable way out of it. Learned helplessness is a psychological pattern first studied by Martin Seligman. The idea is simple. When someone experiences repeated effort without control over outcomes, they eventually stop trying, even when the conditions change. Not because they're lazy, not because they're incapable, because they've realized that effort doesn't pay. At that point, inaction feels logical. An example could be trying to get a job. You apply to 20 different jobs and none of them respond. Eventually you stop checking listings. Not because you don't need to work, but because the pattern has trained you that effort doesn't correlate with outcome. In real life, learned helplessness doesn't announce itself. It sounds like, I've tried before, or that only works for certain people, or there's no point doing much right now. These statements feel irrational, but they're not conclusions drawn from the present. They're memories from the past running the future, or the present. This is why pessimism often feels calm and intelligent. It's not emotional, it's resigned. Here's the mistake most people make, is they try to think their way out of learned helplessness. They read, they reflect, they analyze their mindset. But learned helplessness isn't a belief problem, it's an evidence problem. Your nervous system doesn't trust words, it trusts patterns. And until it sees repeated proof that action leads to somewhere, it will conserve energy by withdrawing. Structure solves learned helplessness because it changes the evidence. Not at once, but quietly. It reduces the decision points. It makes action predictable. And removes outcome obsession. When you act at the same time every day, regardless if you like it or not, your system relearns something else, which is my actions still occur, and something follows them. That's enough to start reversing pattern, not optimism, not motivation, but consistency. To counter learned helplessness, you don't need intensity, you need reliability. At minimum, focus, wait time, a one daily non-negotiable work block, and a clearly defined end point. The goal is not success, the goal is to relate effort to outcome, even in small ways. This builds agency mechanically. Learned helplessness is not who you are. It's what happens when the effort goes unrewarded long enough that the system just shuts down. And the only way is not belief, but is structure. If you feel stuck, passive, or quietly disengaged, there's a good chance you're not unmotivated, but you've just learned incorrectly that the action doesn't matter. Structure is how you teach yourself otherwise.